Still doing something then, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good Christmas, good New Year.
Christmas was good. It was in South Vicente, so it was plenty of wind.
Yeah, it was good. Doing something then, yeah?
Yeah. I
Excellent.
was very happy about it, so it was nice. So
Nice.
we sailed on everything I've brought with me, from foiling to 4-0, and we had several days on each type of equipment. So yeah, it was good.
Nice. Good stuff, man.
Yeah. And
Perfect.
New Year was warm, minus 15 degrees here with snow, so it was fine too.
Nice and warm.
Yeah,
Excellent. Good stuff.
yeah.
Good evening, Mike.
Evening, Ollie.
How are you, mate?
I thought I was on the wrong channel there. Have you had your hair cut?
I have, mate. Yeah, like it.
I didn't recognise you. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have the ability to have your hair cut, isn't it?
Yeah. Still got that pleasure at the minute.
Yeah.
I had to look longer on him. I was wondering if there was a new guy on the channel.
What happened to Ollie?
Yeah.
But then it looked like it was Ollie.
From here downwards, it's still the same.
Yeah.
Good evening, John. Good evening, Pete.
You okay? Yeah.
How are we all?
All right. It's just as everyone says, there's not much wind and it's cold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna get really cold this week, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean it's not quite the same.
No, we shouldn't complain, really, should we? Minus 15 is that is cold. It's when I say cold, it probably maybe I don't know, 0 or 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's something around that, isn't it? Really.
But do you have any lakes or something frozen, or is everything open?
I think at the minute none of it's frozen.
No, it's not. Nothing's frozen. It's all it's all accessible, but it's just bloody grim.
Yeah. It's not nice weather, is it? But what can we do?
It is what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Evening, everybody. All well.
Good evening.
Similar to everybody else, I suppose. Just waiting for some wind. I'm not bothered about the cold. I'll just dive in there, but I want some wind.
Yeah.
And not easterlies, thanks.
Yeah, we had enough of them now.
Yeah. Ready for similar to what we had in that Storm Gerrit though. That was good. I enjoyed that. That was a real good session.
It wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
We had good wind in the UK, really, like October, November, December was all right, wasn't
it? Yeah. And New Year's Day I had a real good session. Unexpected, completely unexpected, and I would not recommend going to Fraserthorpe on a bank holiday, but for some reason I went.
It was super busy.
Oh, it was horrendous, but it was. But once I was on the water, I was just in my element, and it was bang westerly, and it was just a can you say a nice sail? I hate the word nice, but you know what I mean. It was just sailing back and forward up to Ulrome, and that was all it was. But real good, yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Good evening, Richard.
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'd like to pick your brains at some point about Cephalus.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it later on when we get towards the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty short one tonight, Richard. Just like hang 15 minutes, and then you can go mad. Good evening, Caroline.
Hello.
Skiing.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. No, only 1 week skiing, unfortunately. Back now.
You have a good time?
I'm okay. Just put in.
Did you have a good time?
It was brilliant. Really good.
Fun.
It's great. Christmas Boreas is amazing.
Was it? Were you there for Christmas then? For Christmas Day?
Oh yeah. I don't like it in this country at Christmas. It's so boring.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like they're just trying to run away from your family.
Run away. No, they have to come as well. But it's just so much nicer there in the snow for Christmas. Lovely.
Yeah.
And
Where
yeah, the weather was lovely. It was mainly sunny and plenty of snow, so it was good.
Wicked.
Where were you?
Boreas, so that's 1800 France.
You actually ski or just get pissed?
50-50, Pete.
Both of them, of course.
Yeah, both.
All at the same time.
Which one do you do more of?
Skiing's a good way of getting rid of a hangover, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I will say more skiing than yeah. It was good. It was great. I recommend it.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Oh, God, that's good fun.
More exciting. But there's no wind now, is there, boys? It's awful.
I don't think
Terrible.
I'll have a quick open up windy fast and see what
I think it's coming next week, but it's freezing.
Yeah, that's the thing now. This is like I always say up until December in the UK is all right. January and February is when it gets really not very nice. See all these northerlies and easterlies this week. It's why it's so cold.
Can I just say, is the mullet gone there, boy?
It has, yeah, I've had my hair cut, yeah.
Have you lost all your strength? Are you going to be able to do your whippy moves?
I've not tried yet. We're going to see. Probably not.
Delilah.
It's like my Achilles heel.
Ooh.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, turn around then. Let's have a look.
I think there's nothing to see. It's gone. Nothing
Call you
sticking
Sean.
out. You what, Rich?
Call you Sean.
Yeah.
Been Sean.
The boy's turned into a man.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, he turned back into a boy, Pavel was saying. He said I look about 15.
Ooh.
I'm quite happy about that because I always get told I look like 35.
Yeah.
Which in 10 years isn't going to do me any favours.
Actually, I do think you look younger. Can I have your scrunchies?
I've got so many for Christmas. And then straight after Christmas, I didn't got my hair cut. But, oh well. eBay.
You do look younger, actually, I've got to say.
Yeah, I feel younger. Feel more lively.
Very light.
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of wind, guys.
Okay.
You've maybe got a little bit. Thursday it phrased up, potentially. Could be
Easterly, isn't it?
it's like northeast.
Oh, northerly, yeah.
It's pretty bang northerly at the minute.
7 degrees.
Yeah, I mean it swings a bit during the day at the minute. So you see what happens. I know there's a little bit. It depends. It's how willing are you to brave the cold. But a decent wetsuit will help. There's a big forecast there for you guys.
Oh yeah.
That's a long way off at the minute, but
Is that next Sunday?
something to keep an eye on. West Coast looks pants.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very good at all. Might have to get yourselves over to the East Coast if you're planning on getting out. Or I've talked about Bosnigo in offshore conditions before. That's the direction for it. Whether it gets strong enough, I don't know. Tuesday afternoon potentially could be really good there. 26. Might be worth giving Fun Sport a ring on Tuesday morning if you can make it over. Not something I'd probably drive a long way for though.
I'm going down there on Tuesday. So is the Inland Sea good in that direction? Probably not.
It might be all right. The thing is about the good thing about the Inland Sea is there's very little stuff to get in the way of the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's got all this open space it'll come across, and then there's a tiny bit of land, then it's into the Inland Sea. It might be a bit gusty.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, John, Rossi would be better in this direction if it's working.
Right.
More fun at Rossi. There are, I don't have them on my laptop anymore, but there are videos I've put on before of Rossi when it's offshore, like it's butter flat, and you go like round the bay with the bay. It's something similar to like West Kirby, really.
Okay.
It can be really good fun.
What's the sea temperature like then?
Well, I mean, on the west coast, it's always warmer, isn't it? Exactly the sea
Yeah.
temperature, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be super warm.
So what was it like for I forgot. I want to call you Shirley, but it's not Shirley.
Pete.
Oh, what on the East
Hi.
Coast? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, on New Year's Day, it was reading 7 degrees, the air temperature, but the sun was out, and I was boiling in my winter suit,
Wow.
and I dropped in quite a few times. It was, yeah, it was fine. It wasn't horrendous yet, that's for sure. I'm estimating, I guess, here about 4 or 5 degrees sea temperature. It was comfortable enough. Yeah, it was manageable enough.
Yeah.
To a decent wetsuit. I mean, it's always a degree or two warmer on the west.
Luxury.
The temperature as well. All the west coast 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, -2, -1. But Holyhead is 4.
Right.
Anglesey is always a noticeable difference. It's like its little own microclimate. It can be raining, like pissing it down all down Wales, and in Anglesey it'd be beautiful.
Wow.
Or it's the opposite. Because it's lovely in Wales and pissing it down when you get to Anglesey.
Yeah.
One way or the other. But there's a little bit of wind coming.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Some things to keep an eye out for. Right then, guys. So there's a couple of things. I'm not going to go over anything particular in the group today. I just want to, because I'm going to change a couple of things for the live stream. How do we get onto the group from here? There we go. So
Hooray.
there's
Hey,
I like this. I love this picture. I think it's great.
good old Xantos.
Nice board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one was it, Mike?
Sorry?
Which one was it?
I don't know, is it 2.8 something or a 2.9?
285.
Yeah,
285.
285.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was blimey, back in the day that was.
Yeah.
My first incarnation.
That's great. I think I absolutely love that picture. And Caroline, that is an acceptable time to use an F2 Xantos.
How many years ago is that? Oh, 1997.
But I don't know if anyone's sailed out there, but from memory, it's a really good place to sail. There's
there's still a big spot.
Yeah, and as you go further out, there's a sort of reef further out, and you get not so much really big breaking waves, but you get like a bit of a swell and a bit of a break there. I remember it's really good fun back in the time.
Yeah.
2 years later, I moved to Sleepy Shropshire, and that's when I sort of hit the buffers and stopped sailing. But there you go.
Great picture there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Really good. Yeah, so plan, guys, with for 2024. First thing, if you haven't yet, get some goals written down on here. This is going to be pinned so when you come into the group, and it's going to stay here all year, and it'll be kind of something that we, drop back in on every 2 or 3 months to see how people are getting on with the goals, whatever. I have just copy and pasted it from last year. So have a quick read through it about how to set a good goal. Write something down. So a lot of people have already got things down.
Oh, wow.
But it's a nice way to, have a think about what you want to learn. Think about some things that are quite easy, but also put some stuff down that's hard. And then we can keep popping back to it throughout the year and see how you're getting on. It's kind of a way of keeping each other accountable to what we want to learn and how we're going to get there. So that was number 1.
Have we still got last year's on there?
They are, yeah. So I was gonna do as well, if you like, is I'll put them up on here so they're easy to get to. And then you can go back. I know some people, because some people have been tagging me, that they have found the post, but you have to do a lot of scrolling back. It's like I think I put it up in like December last year. But I can find it and put it in the featured bit, so it's up at the top. So for those, because I think it was about 40 people put things down last year. So So it's always nice to go back and see if you could tick anything off. So I can do that. I'll do that after this call now. Secondly, the way I'm going to do the Zooms is going to change a little bit. So we're going to alternate each week. So, for example, now this week's going to be nothing, but next week we'll do video analysis of things that people put in the group. So, like, Pete, you've put something in. So next week we'll have a look through that. Internet's a bit slow. But so any videos, photos, anything like that people put in, questions people have got, that'll be 1 week. And the week after, we're going to have a kind of topic. And there's going to be something really specific, something really small, like a kind of top tip for something. So it might be, you know, how the back leg works as a suspension or something like that, or how to commit to the harness better, or how to land your jumps more effectively. I'll probably throw just a couple of out there to begin with. So I'll get a couple of topics together, and then I'll tell you what it's going to be. And then once we've gone through a couple, I might start asking, you know, what people want. But I want to try and keep that nice and specific, because if it gets too bored, the Zoom call will end up being like 6 hours long. So it'd be something real niche, or maybe like, you know, what's the best fin for your waveboard, or how long do my harness lines need to be? It won't be like a carve jibe thing, because we could talk about carve jabs for about, you know,
forever.
days. Yeah. You know, we could set the world's longest Zoom call if we did a carve jibe one. You know, so it's something very niche, very specific. And yeah, I'll put a couple down, then I'll probably start putting it into the general chat, and just ask, maybe put a poll in there of what people want. I think that it'll give the group a little bit of rather than just coming in and just being like, what should we do? We'll have a bit of a kind of a narrative. And then we'll just bounce between those two. So we'll still do a Zoom call every week, but 1 week it'll be video analysis. Next week it's going to be, you know, like a topic, something like that. And yeah, so for 2024, as far as the Facebook group goes, that's what it's going to be. There are also going to be some competitions this year. They'll be going up soon. So there's going to be there'll be some kind of serious ones. I've got a couple of ideas for some fun ones. There'll be some good prizes as well. So it'll be worth getting involved with. I mean, some of them also will be like, you know, whoever invites the most people into the group gets X or Y. But then there's going to be like, you know, whoever makes the best crash in January. You know, I've got quite a lot of ideas written down, so keep an eye out for them. Yeah, I'm quite excited for 2024. I think it's going to be a big year. And I hope everybody else is excited.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, I reckon. I think it's going to be good for windsurfing this year.
What I'd quite like to see is a bit more on the away days thing. So, you know, like groups of us going to places, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Caroline, you talked last year about setting that. Would it be easier? And I have thought about this quite a lot. Is I would like in an ideal world, I would transfer the whole group over to WhatsApp. A bit more active on WhatsApp. It's a bit easier to, you know, check out what's going on. The only problem is WhatsApp isn't very good for like groups of more than sort of 15, 20 people. They have just released, or they released it already, you know, maybe a couple of months ago, is like a community area where you have you can have like subgroups within the group. And it'd be quite nice. The only thing with WhatsApp, like I said, don't work with those big groups, and putting the videos in and stuff, Facebook's a little bit easier for that stuff. It's a little bit more logical. You don't lose things in the chats. But I am going to look into that, and I still might change it over. But yeah, I mean, I can definitely do a WhatsApp group just for the away days if it's better.
Because in a way you can, I mean, it would depend on the weather forecast, but you could basically look at it Sunday night and say, right, possibly it could be there next weekend, and, you know, whoever can go.
Like already now, so if you scroll down, God, the away days haven't been used for a while. But like you could just put in here like, oh, Caroline, say you go in, you say I'm off to Rossniger, but looks good on Tuesday. Does anybody else want to come with me?
Yeah.
No, you can stick it in here. I mean, you know, it doesn't get used much, but the more people use it, the more people will see it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get used or it gets used very rarely, like there'll be very few people that will have been notified that John put this message in the group. But the more the group gets used, the more it'll notify people. That's how
Yeah.
Facebook works. It's the same with the group itself. You know, like if this group goes quiet, it'll stop notifying people when a post goes in. So it needs to be kept kind of, you know, active and things churning over, and that keeps people like popping in to check what's going on. But if it's easier, I'm happy to put the away days into a WhatsApp group. I just don't want with WhatsApp. Like the thing I like about Facebook that's bad with WhatsApp is anybody that's in East Coast Vikings. I'm sure I know Rich, you are, Pete, you'll be.
Yeah.
I think John is. I have to mute that because it's just it's like mindless sometimes and stuff that gets put in there. And you know, you very quickly, like if someone says, you know, I'm going for a session today, and then it gets, you know, you have to search through all the mindless chatter. And I don't want all the chats to become that, because then it gets a bit annoying trying to find anything.
The only thing with myself thinking of that is I would like to go for some weekends, but I don't necessarily know what the best direction is and what the best sort of tides and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but that's the whole point of the group is I can ask someone that's been there before.
Right.
You know,
so what I was thinking was, out of, you know, the people that are on here and hopefully watching the video, maybe if you think it's going to be good at your end the next weekend, then put something on like it's going to be good at my end. So if everyone's, you know, want to go away for the weekend or for a day at the weekend, I mean, I'm talking weekends, but you know, that's a start, isn't it? And then you know that it's going to be good there. You know that other people are going to be there. So
that's a good idea.
I think one other thing as well would be to maybe venture down to the south coast or something like that.
That's something I want to break into a bit because we have been very North England only.
Yeah, because the OTC, hasn't he? Pete's been down there, I think. Or
I know Pete and a couple of guys from Grimwith go.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some other spots. There's some good spots like Avon Beach as well is a good spot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good places down south.
Yeah.
It'd be worth maybe we could organise like a weekend or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Quite nice.
We could also arrange it so that you can get transport, because you know if you put 2 sets of kit in one van, you can save a bit of money on the fuel, because fuel's a big consideration, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean also accommodation, Rich, as well.
Yeah,
with somebody you can share everything. Something like that'd be good. That's something to think about. Nice one. Any other ideas? This is good.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean that's for me from my end, guys. That's all I've got. That was all I was going to say tonight, really. Just got competitions we're going to do. Going to try and get a bit more active. Also, YouTube for me this year is going to be a big one. So going to be some like YouTube videos and stuff going up. That'll probably be tied into the kind of bi-weekly Zoom call topics. So there'll be like I'll probably put a YouTube up the night before or something like that. It's like a short video based on the topic that we'll be doing. But yeah.
When are you going to El Medano?
I'm going in the morning, and I've still not finished packing. So that's why tonight's a quick one.
All right. So will you be carrying on from there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no time either, which is good.
Do you put footage on from your training courses, or do you purposely keep that separate? You know, when you've been on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've kept like the grease and stuff that gets sent out privately, so everybody that's been on the clinics has got access to the stuff. Otherwise, it's all sat on a hard drive. I'll use some bits for like doing some promotional videos. I'll start making them soon.
Yeah. I'd just like to have a look at it out there. I probably ain't gonna
Yeah,
get
I
this
mean, we
year.
can. I can put some bits together if you want to. If you want to have a look.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, that can even be a topic. Pete is like
yeah,
the
yeah,
ideal time to come to Kefalos, and what's the
yeah,
condition like? You know,
yeah,
stuff like. I mean,
absolutely.
that topic like really, it can be anything. It just needs to be specific, so it doesn't
Yeah,
take up the
yeah,
entire.
sounds good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's focused,
Uh,
isn't it? It's focused, so you get that quality as opposed to just the massive quantity. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
yeah,
good
I
that.
mean, the idea with that as well is that they can then be recycled into kind of tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think a
yeah,
big problem with a lot of tutorials and they're just too long and too broad. For
yeah,
example, doing the entire, I mean, even just the entry to a carved jibe, to do all that in one video, still, that's a lot of
yeah,
information packed down. But if you do something like how should your foot straps be set up on a waveboard? You know, you can
yeah,
talk about that in 15 minutes and it's done.
yeah.
And even if it
Good.
doesn't help everybody, it might help, one or two people that are
Yeah,
into waves for the first time or, you know. Uh,
yeah.
so
Cool.
yeah, that's the plan. Uh, and yeah,
Good stuff. Enjoy El Madano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you reckon
excited.
a summer wetsuit for
Yeah, 3-2 is fine, Matt. The temperature of the water, its lowest is 19.
right.
It's still pretty warm. I mean, the air temperature in the day is like 25, but it can drop as low as sort of 16, 15 in the evening.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
like some hoodies and long, jogging bottoms, whatever, jeans.
Yeah. But probably a bit too chilly for shorts and stuff.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah,
yeah,
I would
yeah,
probably bring a suit. Even if you
yeah, I
bring
will do.
even bring a winter suit if you don't want to buy if you haven't got one and you can just
No,
flush it. It's easy to cool down. It's not easy to warm up.
yeah. No, I've got a summer suit. I'll bring that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good man. This is how it's at the minute looking for Tenerife. So this is when I've got people out. So there's somebody out pretty much the whole time. So I go
Mm.
tomorrow. Coaching starts on the 12th. First person's out on the 15th. Got a busy period at the end of January, start of Feb. And then kind of gets busy again, sort of back end of Feb before I come back. So I have a couple of spots left if anybody wants to get a quick couple of days or a week in, especially at the start of January. And then there's a little bit of room here as well, sort of like start of Feb. If anybody does fancy it that hasn't booked yet, just get in touch.
Mm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I found the cheapest fares are Ryanair from Liverpool.
Oh, Ryanair fly. I didn't know Ryanair flew.
Yeah. It's Liverpool's pretty good airport as well. It's fairly small. And the
Yeah, it's
car
quite good.
parking's dead cheap. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Manchester's not very. I'm not a big fan of Manchester anymore.
No.
It's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff, guys.
Found your
Very good.
windsurfing goals 2023.
Have you found it?
Well, you just type in for your group, and you go to the search.
Oh, you can search. Wow.
You search on your own group 2023 goal windsurfing goals. There you go.
Hey.
There it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
45 comments.
So now I've told you to do that. Where's the videos for Keflos?
Pardon?
Did you send some videos? You said you sent some footage out about with for the video.
Yeah, I put it. It's all in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, right.
Have you had a look at it or not yet?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
right, I'll have to send it to you a different way because it's all got taken back off Dropbox. I'll put it back up for you.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Oh dear.
Anyway, I found you that one. Yeah, I missed that.
Right, I'll send this 2023. I'll send it into the chat
Okay.
because it won't let me feature it anymore because it's too old. But there it is.
Cool.
You can see it in the general chat.
Okay.
Post will take you to it.
Right. So if there's any good weather anywhere this next weekend coming, get it there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ollie. I'll just take over while you've gone. No
Yeah,
worries.
go on, no, I'm just reading. I'm reading people's goals from 2023.
There's only 45.
I know. Yeah, I'll get this. I'll do it later. But
Do it on the plane.
what were you saying, Caroline? You were saying something.
I was taking over, Ollie. Sorry.
Oh,
While you're away.
we can
No,
do Caroline's. That could become like a feature. We have a 2-minute Caroline segment.
No, everyone could have a starring role each week. Anyway.
We could do, yeah. We have a star of the week.
Star of the week.
How many minutes did you say? 42.
No, 2, Mike. 2's enough. 42.
Anyway, no, I was just saying, just reiterating, if anyone's going anywhere, like if anyone knows of a good place each weekend for wind at their place, it's coming and, we can all gather.
Yeah, I mean, for me, based on this week, on this forecast, your 2 best bets are Ross Sea / Inland Sea, Anglesey basically there on Tuesday. Maybe on Wednesday as well.
Right.
And then end of the week is Fraserthorpe, I think. Yeah. That's a good forecast for Fraserthorpe.
Over the weekend?
Sunday, yeah, but that'll be quite big waves. That won't be a very easy day. It'll be quite wild. But it might be worth, I mean, Caroline and Alan, they're on holiday now, but Cleethorpes potentially, I don't know, not sure. Or maybe even Roa Island. Could be something, maybe, I don't know. For me, yeah, Anglesey, Tuesday, Wednesday, Flatwater Blasting. Saturday or Sunday, Fraserthorpe is big wave session, it looks like at the minute. Probably Monday as well, yeah.
And just remind me, what's the best direction at Roa?
Roa Island, I think it works in anything other than like a lot of north.
Right.
But I mean, it works if it's coming from the south, from the west. Southwest is ideal. That's the best. I think anything with a lot of north in it, it'll come over the lakes districts, and then it's going to be a bit wild. The wind, I think, be a bit gusty. Yeah, cool
Okay.
stuff, guys. So next week's Zoom will be videos, video analysis. We'll go over everything that was put in over the past kind of week and a half, and if anybody's got anything that they haven't put in that they want to, put it in, and I will also put in a couple of bits from Kefalos. So
tell you what, the other thing you could do is each person could look back at those 2023 goals and actually comment on them.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. If you can be asked, would be go back through to the 2023 goals and have a look. I mean, we did. Some people have done that. I know, Mike, you've done that.
Yeah.
Clive, Cam did it. Andy. I think that was it. But there's quite a lot of people have put things in here. It'd be interesting to see how many people hit them. I know Matty, he went back through. He hit. I think he hit everything.
Wow.
That's the thing, is give yourself some goals that, like he put in, like one of his goals was to sail 5 new spots. And he smashed that this year. He sailed loads of new places. I think he wanted to try Vulcan. I witnessed him crash very, very badly trying a Vulcan. He did it. Here it is. Try at least 5 new spots. Build up tacking and water starting in bigger waves. Got out at Ross Niger. Learn to sail switch while planing. I'm not sure if he's done that. Vulcans and forwards he's tried. Speedboard, I think that was the only one he didn't get. He told me he didn't get out on the speedboard. Otherwise, I think he hit them all. So it'll be interesting, guys. Watch here now. If anybody watched it back after, go and have a quick look through and see where you got to. Yeah.
Mike Robinson's going to get to sail overseas.
Here, Mike. Overseas locations.
That was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
New one. Okay. That was good. So we definitely did that. Improved jibing, I would reckon so.
Yeah.
Enjoyment. Did you have a good time in 2023, Mike?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Correct answer.
I don't know. It was a pretty.
Do you do your 2K rowing race?
Yeah, I did that in December. I did my marathon in
Excellent.
April.
Did you get your tyres pumped up?
Hey,
Did you get your tyres pumped up?
On your
Oh,
road
no,
bike.
I didn't. No, the bike's still going.
Oh,
Too busy. It's
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that on me. I was wondering what you're on about, Rich.
no, I've not got a lot of time. Maybe this year. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. That's good. Yeah, cool stuff, guys. Then I will end it there and finish packing.
Very good.
Can I just ask Pavel, what's the weather like in? Is it Norway?
Yeah, as I said, -15 or minus, in some places -30 degrees.
Oh,
I was out snowboarding yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. It was -24,
oh.
but no wind, so it was okay. And on Friday it was -12, but it was windy, so it was very cold. It was colder, -24, but I was skiing there, so it was okay. So on the lift was quite cold, but otherwise it was good. But if you ask, I'm starting planning Bonaire in the end of March and April. So it's a windy, okay, windy and windy. It's warm and it's normal spot.
Normally it's windy there.
Normally it's windy. Also,
Fingers crossed.
yeah.
oh well, if you can ski where you are in the winter and windsurf in the summer, perfect.
It's not bad, is it? Really?
Perfect.
Yeah, but skiing is
Bit flat.
no, it's not so fun anymore, I would say, because to make some progress on skiing, I have to do some dangerous stuff, and then I cannot do this on when I land on hard ice, on snow or snow. I can do some loops and try vulcans on water because I know when I fall into, it's just soft.
Yeah.
If I try to do the same on the skis, I do some pirouettes, and I did before big jumps and stuff like that. But now, when I landing wrong there, and you will quite hit yourself.
Yeah.
You can break something. So
it's not worth it.
I prefer windsurfing there because it's there's a lot of challenges there which I can take without without destroying myself. So I prefer windsurfing before skiing now, and but I was out with my kids merely, so it was okay. Now after one year with break, I was skiing and snowboarding again, so it was fun for 1 day or two. But as it does not there are no special. I was in the park once on snowboard. Now it was also fun to going on some rails or stuff, but then again, if you fail on the rails, so you can break something. No.
Say, Pavel, you're fucking nuts, man. I don't want to hurt myself. I'll just go on the rails.
Yeah, but this being normal is some kind of not so fun. So you have to be a little bit nuts to have some fun. So yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Windsurfing is very challenging. So you will never learn everything perfect. So self-pros can do everything. So it's and if you fail, you just fall into the water. So it's not so high. Yeah, you can get some hits here and there, but
isn't it?
But you will not break anything or get yourself killed or something.
Yeah.
Well, nice. Yeah, nice safe sport we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good time then.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah. Nice to hear from you. We'll see you next week then, maybe.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Oh, you just stay online.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Rich. Yeah.
yeah, I was just want to pick your brains about kit and stuff
Yeah, go on.
out there. So obviously, I tend to use fairly big sails. What's the biggest sail you tend to stock?
We have 8 meter.
Ooh, okay. And
We have
board wise, 150 liters.
150, yeah.
Right. Okay. The dates the dates I'm looking at, obviously mid-July is not part of the clinic, but is it still possible to?
But I'll still be there for if you want to do some coaching. It's just done through the centre, but I'll still be there.
Oh, right. So I can still get some coaching if I need
Yeah,
to.
we can still do some stuff. No worries. We do as much as you want. But it's just done. I'll just like I'm working for the centre then, rather than.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
But to be honest, like the sails we've got, Rich, 8 meters is plenty big.
Is it?
When you go out in like 13, 12 knots on the 150.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
in mid-July, I can almost guarantee it won't be 8 meter weather. It's gonna be like 5.5, 6 meter weather.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it gets
I
cool.
mean,
Like, your average for like mid-July be like 25 knots.
I went to a few years ago. I went to Vasiliki, and I spent the entire 2 weeks on a 9.4 Gastra and a 160-litre carve.
That's the problem they have at Vass now is they get you either get like it nukes, you get crazy strong wind doing like 4 meters, or they get the opposite. Whereas we get it's like consistently, it's not crazy windy, but it's like, probably the 6.5s and the 6s are the most used sail in our centre.
You see, I would do the clinics, but having researched the flight times, you're losing a couple of days, and we're only going for 7 days, so you're losing a couple of days.
If you're going to do a clinic, you need to come for 10, really.
Yeah. So
I mean, if you come for 10, you can just rent the gear for the extra days.
Well, how does rental work then? Do you rent it per day, or is it for a week?
You can do a 10-day. I'll just get the website up. You can see the price on the website.
Is this through the windsurfing, Keflos windsurfing? Yeah. I've been on that.
Do it through here. I don't think the prices have been updated. That's why, because last year I did the clinic with the price included the gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's taking too long to get the prices up for this year.
Do you have to book the stuff before we go, or is it something you
can tell me? I manage it now, Rich. You just tell me when you come in, and I'll write it down.
Right. Okay.
You don't need to book in advance. I mean, if you can, it's good, but it's not essential.
Right.
So if you did the clinic and did a couple of extra days, it'd be €340 plus 30, so plus 99 for for 3 extra days.
And what do you charge for coaching?
10 days. I mean, the clinics that'd be 350, but otherwise it is with the centre. You have it here. So advanced lessons. This is in a group. Is 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 6,100, 945. A 1 hour private lesson. This is 5.
I can't read that. What's it say?
A 1 hour private lesson is €65.
€65. Probably go for a group, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you may well not be in a group, to be honest, Rich.
Right.
The groups have got more than one person in them. I would book something like that. But if you say you book 6 hours of it and you by yourself, we'll do 3. It gets halved if you book a group but there's no group.
Right, I'm with you. So it's like you reduced hours to compensate.
Yeah, I mean, it still works out I imagine the price is going to change because this was a mistake from last year. But if you book a 2 hour group lesson and you're the only person, you get it cheaper than if you book the private lesson.
Right. Yeah. But I can do that when I get there.
Do that locally, yeah, because I'm never that busy in the afternoon. I've always got time.
Right.
In the morning, if it was beginner lesson, I would say book in advance because I might be out doing but I'm not going to be out doing beginners in the afternoon.
No, because one thing I want to do, I mean, you talk about goals and stuff, is to. I don't know if you saw that video that I posted from Guy Cribb's Intuition.
Oh yeah.
When I first started carve jibing, that's the best. That's the best I've ever done. I've got worse since then. Getting round, so I think my goal is trying to at least get around half of me what I'd call transitions, either tacking or jibing.
Yeah.
because I need to do something. I need to do something with that, and I think tuition's probably the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So what we can do if you come, I would say come on the first day. Just go out. Don't have a lesson on the first day. Get used to the spot.
Yeah.
And then the second day, once you're getting into it, because if you do it on the first day, you end up just learning things you already know.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, I could just come down and say, "Oh, Ollie," and I'd see you there. And
I'd say, I want a lesson at 2 o'clock. I say, I'll see you then, Rich.
Yeah.
And you can, I mean, that's a good, if you come in mid-July, even though there's no clinic on, it's fantastic because it's so relaxed. Say 2 o'clock, Rich, it'll be 25 knots, and we'll go.
Brilliant.
You pick the right time to go because you know exactly what the wind's going to do.
Well, it's the price of the hotel as well. What's it like for the holidays, though? I mean, it's not going to be full of kids and all that.
Not in July, in August it is.
So
July
August
is fine. July's like, you get older kids, like 16, 17, 18-year-olds, but
Right.
it's not a place that you go for partying, so there won't be many.
Yeah, it's a bit like El Medano then, by the sound of
Yeah,
it.
it's very quiet. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
little Greek village. You know, there's lots of old Greek dias walking around trying to offer
Brilliant.
areas food. It's very like local.
I'm jealous of you going to El Medano tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so excited, mate. Can't wait.
How long are you going for?
It's just short of 6 weeks, like 5 weeks and 5 days.
I went for 3 weeks before Christmas last year, and there was only 1 week that was more suitable for sailing, and I had vertigo for that, so I couldn't go.
Oh no!
But even just being there, it's a lovely place. We stayed at a place called La Tagita, which is the other side of, the two mountains outside El Medano.
Oh yeah.
If you go south,
yeah,
there, it's where the nudist beach is.
No, but I'm sure I'll find it. I've not been before. It's my first time going.
Oh, you'll love it. It's a brilliant place. It's such a chilled atmosphere, and the food and the people. You know Rick from Robin Hood, Rick Finlow. He's got an apartment out there, and I stayed at that apartment for a week. And I just loved it. Really was.
Nice.
So
great stuff, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
Ollie, I'll let you get off because I know you want to get packing and have a good time, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully.
Yeah, thanks for the info as well.
No worries, man.
Cheers. Enjoy.
Speak soon. See ya.